here, the Bandar Harbour is where I'm at right now in Mangaluru, which boasts of the best seafood in the world. And I mean it when I say it. You have the warmest people here and, of course, a mixed bag of cultures. When you want to know what the coastal belt thinks of, you come to Mangaluru. And that's what I've done. Come all the way from Bengaluru to Mangaluru and parts of Dakshina Kannada to find out what's the pulse here. Hey. The hustle, bustle, the colour and the scorching heat at the Bandar fishing harbour here in Mangaluru, Dakshina Kannada. Very interesting to see the kind of business that churns out. We hear that there are nearly 1,800 ships here that go into fishing early in the morning and come back with lakhs of kgs of fresh fish and make business here in this port itself running to hundreds of crores. In fact, per ship, we believe, makes business of nearly about 12 lakhs. So if you want the most fresh fish, then this is where you come to. Speaking about elections, let's find out from the locals here what are their issues. These are the real people, the ones who really are looking forward to a change in whichever way, wanting for infrastructure change, most importantly from the sense I get. Let's find out, bring in some voices from the ground here at the biggest harbour of South India. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಈಗ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ?
ನಮಗೆ ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕು. ಅದು ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರನ್ನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕು, ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ನಮಗೆ ಮೋದಿಜಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ
ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಕ್ಯಾ ಬದಲಾವ್ चाहिए आपके?
हमको बदलाव नहीं है, अच्छा गवर्नमेंट चाहिए, अच्छा सबको एक तरफ देखने वाले चाहिए बस।
जो एक तरफ देखने वाले मतलब
एक तरफ दोनों तो सब हिंदू मुस्लिम क्रिश्चियन एक ही तरफ देखने वाला चाहिए, बस सबका साथ एक ही साथ।
प्रधानमंत्री बदलना चाहिए।
प्रधानमंत्री बदलना चाहिए। अच्छा, कौन है दूसरा? कौन है? ऑप्शन क्या है?
राहुल गांधी है।
राहुल गांधी। Kicking my slippers off and taking a nice stroll on this beach before I catch a bunch of them here. The election pulse, of course, in Dakshina Kannada is high. The speciality of Bengaluru, I think it's the seafood, the fish, is that everyone has a big smile and rosy cheeks. Somehow their skin's shining, and there you have it. A classic example of what Mangalurians look like. What's your reason to vote this time?
Well, we're looking out for good leaders because talking about Mangalore as an ecosystem, it has around 241 education institutions overall.
Yeah.
But students who pass out from an age of 18 and to the age group of 60 do not have a lot of scope right here to start a business or something. That's where we look forward as an incubation houses or the startups to
come.
So
that's what you're looking at, opportunities largely, right? Sir, what would you say?
May the best party win. We are looking forward. We are really excited with both candidates that have come up this time. And we hope that whichever party comes forward has the vision to transform, develop and get some kind of progress.
Firms hesitating to come to the coastal belt. Do you think the communal friction and the rhetoric could be one of the reasons that largely companies want to stay away and stay in cities? They could very well come to Mangalore.
Not anymore, because we have conducted the first triathlon here and Mangalore is changing. We have shown to the world that this can be a global destination for the lifestyle that Mangalore represents.
Right.
I would like to say that let people vote for, not for freebies. What I have seen is, in the last 1 year when the guarantees given by the Congress government might have worked for a few people, not everybody has received. You can ask Mangaloreans how many of them have opted for it. It makes people lazy.
The free guarantees have helped all the middle class peoples because there is no job vacancy over here. You have seen the many people not working, no employment. This helped the middle class people and the poor family also.
All right, let me quickly cut across now to the Bhuta Kola rituals that happen in Mangaluru. It's very famous. We've seen it in the film Kantara. These rituals to bring in good luck and ward off all the evil. Community members come together and this is happening right during the election season. I got a chance and I feel very blessed, in fact, to be part of it for the second time. First during the assembly elections that I was there in Mangaluru, now before Lok Sabha. Let's see the mood on ground and give you a glimpse of what that Bhuta Kola ritual really looks like. Mangaluru is basically the Kola ritual, where people in the community come together and set up this puja of sorts. It's basically a ritual where demigods act as messengers of the people here who want to wish for something, pray for something. They act as true messengers of God. This is a community that comes together all at once and make their wish, and these are the demigods that hopefully for them fulfill their wish. In fact, they are also the ones who ward off all evil and bring in good luck, in a sense, to the community here. With some of them, the family members who've organized this Kola ritual here in Mangaluru. What's this ritual all about? You want to tell us?
The ritual is all about that we sometimes we do it in the family, and someone has parake, we say. So if someone has a wish for something, and if the Daiva has done that work, then they will give a offering. Right. It's kind of offering to the Daiva. So
we basically worship the spirits of the nature. That's it. They are basically not God. They're not devil. They're demigods. Okay. The person goes into trance, like the Daiva, whatever you call the power, enters the body, and then it's like everybody can see them.
And also whatever they wear on the face or something, that's all naturally extracted from turmeric. Oh wow! From ash.
So the paint that we see is all natural paints.
Yeah, they mix it with oil and they apply it on the face. So literally, if you see whatever they are wearing or this thing, it's everything from nature. Nothing plastic, nothing.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you saw that green thing that's called thiri. It's from coconut trees.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah. So everything basically it's all nature, and from the nature.
Have your wishes come true in the past? Have you
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, it has been.
Did you ask for a bride?
No, till now, not yet.
Not yet.
One of the wish.
We'll see when he will fulfill it.
Okay, a quick word about election season. How do you look at it?
Yeah, it's going on good this way. So we hope the best wins.
Why would you vote this time?
It's my right. It's everybody's right. So see, it's not possible for 100% voting, but at least we can try to be that.
If you want to see one change in this country, what do you want to see?
Healthcare system. I think healthcare system needs to improve a lot.
Right.
Be it the government hospitals also. That's it. It has to get upgraded. That's the thing I would like to see a change in. People should change their mindset in a few ways, because even if the government or someone implements something, it's us who has to change and then make it possible. Tolo to 8 schedule.
Hey, are you asking for upliftment of Tulu language?
Yes, of course.
It has to be recognized officially. That is what everybody has been trying to do, but it's not yet done. We are waiting for it.
Don't go for freebies. Work yourself.
Alright, that's it for me here on India Today. You can surely catch all the election-related updates on my special show, Election Express Karnataka, at 6:30 p.m. this evening. Remember, tomorrow is the first phase of polling for the Karnataka state, where southern parts of Karnataka goes to polls. That's 14 Lok Sabha seats. Very interesting contest here. A direct fight. And this is an absolute test for the BJP and the JDS party as an alliance. And for the Congress that's managed to come to power in the assembly state here, they are hoping to swing that momentum all the way to Lok Sabha as well. Thanks very much for watching. And here's a quick take from superstar Ramesh Arvind asking voters why they should really vote. Thanks for watching. Ramesh Arvind, why will you vote this time?
It's better than complaining that, no, this guy should have done this, that guy should have done this. It's better than complaining tomorrow. Better vote today.
All right. There you heard it. Vote today.